Keturah was one of Abraham's wives. The rabbis describe her as a woman of virtue, for which she was worthy of being joined to Abraham. Though the Torah describes them separately, the rabbis often identify Keturah with Hagar, who they state came back to remarry Abraham after Sarah's death.
In the land of Canaan, beneath a scorching sun that baked the earth and painted it with a shimmering golden hue, there lived a man named Abraham. He was known far and wide for his wisdom, kindness, and unwavering faith in the one true God. Abraham had been blessed with a wife named Sarah, a woman of extraordinary beauty and grace. For many years they journeyed through life together, facing trials and tribulations. Yet, despite their love, Sarah could not bear children, and this was a sorrow that weighed heavily on their hearts. One day, as the years pressed on and hope dwindled, Sarah approached her beloved husband with a heavy heart. "Abraham," she said, her voice quivering with emotion, "I fear that I am barren, and I know how deeply you long for a child. Take my maid, Hagar, as your wife, and perhaps through her, God will bless you with an heir." Abraham, though reluctant, listened to his wife's plea, for he trusted her wisdom. He took Hagar as his wife, and she soon bore him a son, Ishmael. But the arrival of Ishmael did not bring the joy Abraham had hoped for. Instead, it sowed the seeds of strife within their household. As time passed, Sarah too was blessed by God, and she gave birth to a son, Isaac. The household now had two sons, born to two different mothers, and the tension between Hagar and Sarah grew like a storm on the horizon. Sarah, unable to bear the rivalry any longer, turned to Abraham once more. "Abraham," she implored, "cast out Hagar and her son, for I cannot bear to see them here any longer. Let them go and find their own way." Abraham was troubled by this request, for Ishmael was his son, and he loved him deeply. But God spoke to Abraham in a dream, and assured him that he would protect and provide for Hagar and Ishmael. With a heavy heart, Abraham sent them away into the wilderness, carrying nothing but a skin of water and some bread. Hagar and Ishmael wandered through the harsh desert, their supplies dwindling with each passing day. The scorching sun beat down upon them, and despair threatened to consume them. Hagar, fearing for her son's life, placed Ishmael under a shrub and moved away, unable to watch him die. In her anguish, Hagar wept bitterly and cried out to God. "O Lord," she prayed, "do not let my son perish in this wilderness. Please, show us your mercy and provide for us." God heard the cries of Hagar and her son, and he sent an angel to comfort and guide them. The angel showed Hagar a well of water that had been hidden from her sight. With renewed hope, Hagar filled their empty skin with water and gave it to her thirsty son. They were saved from the brink of death by the grace of God. Ishmael grew to be a strong and resourceful young man, and he became skilled in the ways of the wilderness. He and his mother settled in the desert of Paran, where Ishmael became a skilled archer and a leader among his people. God had indeed blessed him, just as he had promised. Meanwhile, back in Canaan, Abraham and Sarah continued their journey of faith. They witnessed God's miraculous provision and guidance throughout their lives. Sarah passed away in her old age, and Abraham mourned the loss of his beloved wife. In his later years, Abraham took another wife named Keturah. With her, he had 6 children, and his descendants multiplied like the stars in the sky, fulfilling God's promise to make him the father of many nations. Keturah, a woman of great wisdom and kindness, stood by Abraham's side as a faithful companion in his twilight years. Together, they continued to honor God and walk in his ways, leaving a legacy of faith and love that would endure for generations to come. And so, the story of Keturah, Abraham's second wife, became a testament to the enduring faith and resilience of those who put their trust in the one true God, even in the face of trials and uncertainties. Subscribe to this channel if you have appreciated this video. Press the notification bell so that you don't miss any video uploaded.